Acts chapter 23. And Paul, gazing upon the Sanhedrin, said, Men, brothers, I in all good conscience have conducted myself in public to God as far as this day. But the chief priest, Ananias, gave orders to the ones standing beside him to strike his mouth. Then Paul said to him, God is about to beat you, O wall being whitewashed. And you, do you sit down judging me according to the law, and acting unlawfully you bid me to be struck? And the ones standing beside said, The chief priest of God you revile? And Paul said, I knew not, brothers, that he is chief priest, for it has been written, You shall not speak ill of a ruler of your people. And Paul, having known that the one part is of Sadducees and the other of Pharisees, cried out in the Sanhedrin, Men, brothers, I am a Pharisee, a son of a Pharisee. Concerning hope and a resurrection of dead ones I am judged. And this he having said, there became a faction between the Pharisees and the Sadducees, and the multitude was split. For the Sadducees indeed say to not be a resurrection, nor angel, nor spirit, but the Pharisees acknowledge both. And there became a great cry. And having risen up, the scribes of the part of the Pharisees disputed violently, saying, Nothing bad do we find in this man, but if also a spirit spoke to him, or an angel, we should not fight against God. And there being a great faction, the commander, being cautious, lest Paul be pulled apart by them, bid the military to go down and to seize him from out of the midst of them, and to lead him unto the camp. And the following night, standing by him, the Lord said, Take courage, Paul, for as you testified the things concerning me in Jerusalem, so you must also testify in Rome. And becoming day, some of the Jews, having made a confederacy, devoted themselves, saying, to neither eat nor drink until they should kill Paul. And the ones making this conspiracy were more than 40, who having come forward to the chief priests and to the elders said, We devoted ourselves to consumption, to not taste one thing, until of which we should kill Paul. Now then, you reveal yourselves to the commander with the Sanhedrin, so that tomorrow he should lead him to you, as being about to determine more exactly the things concerning him. And we, before his approaching, are prepared to do away with him. And the son of the sister of Paul, having heard the ambush, having come and entered into the camp, reported it to Paul. And Paul, having called one of the centurions, said, Take this young man to the commander, for he has something to report to him. Then indeed, having taken him, he brought him to the commander, and says, The prisoner Paul, having called me, asked me to lead this young man to you, having something to say to you. And the commander, having taken hold of his hand, and having withdrawn in private, inquired, What is it which you have to report to me? And he said that, The Jews agreed to ask you that tomorrow you should lead Paul unto the Sanhedrin, as being about something to more exactly ascertain concerning him. You then should not be persuaded by them, for they lie in wait for him, more than 40 men from them, who devoted themselves unto consumption, to neither eat nor drink, until of which they should do away with him. And now they are ready, waiting a promise from you. Then the commander dismissed the young man, exhorting, saying, divulge to no one that these things were revealed to me. And having called on 2 certain centurions, he said, Prepare 200 soldiers, that they should go unto Caesarea, and 70 horsemen, and 200 spearmen from the 3rd hour of the night. And present beasts, that Paul, setting upon one, they should deliver him to Felix the governor, having a letter written containing this impression: Claudius Lysias, to the most excellent governor Felix, hail! This man, having been seized by the Jews, and being about to be done away with by them, attending with the military, I rescued him, having learned that he is a Roman, and wanting to know the reason for which they accused him, I led him down unto their Sanhedrin, whom I found to be accused concerning matters of their law, but having not one indictment worthy of death or bonds. And having been indicated to me of a plot against the man, being about to be by the Jews, immediately I sent forth to you, exhorting also the accusers to say the things against him unto you. Be in health. The soldiers then, according to the thing being set in order to them, having taken Paul, led him through the night unto Antipatris. And the next day they allowed the horsemen to go with him, and they returned unto the camp, who, having entered into Caesarea, and having delivered the letter to the governor, presented also Paul to him. And the governor, having read it, and having asked from out of what jurisdiction he is, and having ascertained that he is from Cilicia, said, I will hold a hearing for you, whenever also your accusers should come. And he bid him to be kept in the praetorium of Herod.